Okay, my brother is saying that we live now. I'm gonna double check everything.
Okay, calm.
Yeah, the audio's sound like the audio's good. Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
Yeah, the audio's yeah, it's good. Hey, shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh by Yeshim, Yahweh Shai by Yeshim, Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders that rule well. Peace and many salutations to y'all young children in this truth. I'm the brother Michael Allah, and the brother Yaquab is here with me. The Yaquab has a lesson that he would like to go into. Uh, brother Yaquab, we'd like to go ahead and dive into it.
Yeah, calm. So, going into Isaiah 47, when it goes into that woman, you know, talking about America, the Lady of Kingdoms, you know, because throughout the history of America, you've seen the signs of pride of pridefulness. You know what I'm saying? And all the things that go on in America are ultimately going to be put to an end. Because I'll read it. I'll read it right now. Actually,
What you want, Isaiah?
or you can start at 47:1.
Okay, Isaiah 47:1. Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon. Sit on the ground. There is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldeans. For thou shalt be, for thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate.
Yeah, man. So it says, "Sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon," going in. The dust representing that confusion, because this is, America is a place of confusion. You see all the things that Esau is implementing here when it comes to this whole transformer thing. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the religion, to how a man should run his house. You know what I'm saying? And especially with all these laws and different mandates. You know what I'm saying? This place is a place of confusion.
That's
There's
right.
no. So, like, you want to say something?
No, I was just agreeing with you, Slacky. I just said that's right.
Oh yeah, that's right. Con. Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can keep going on that.
Okay, can I get a quick one for you? This to prove that uh this daughter of Babylon is talking about the Edomites.
Con.
It says Psalms 137:7. Remember, O Yahweh, the children of Edom in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof, O daughter of Babylon, who art to be destroyed. Happy shall he be that rewardeth thee as thou hast served us. So this is a link to what we're going into right here in Isaiah the 47th chapter. Um verse 2.
Con.
Uh Isaiah 47:2. Take the millstones, grind the mill, uncover thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the thigh, pass over the rivers.
Yeah, that's right, man. Make bare the leg. Oh, and that word that you got in Psalms, raise it. I
Uh-huh.
believe if you go into the Hebrew, somewhere in the lexicon, I believe, it goes into how, like, pretty much you get like a blade, and then you pretty much cutting cutting something down to where all the way down to the point where it can't grow back. So that's what Esau wanted to do to us, man. You know,
Right.
especially during the time of our when we was taking part of that punishment. You know,
Yep.
are you looking for it? Did
Uh,
you find it?
I I found a definition, but the one you took particularly talking about, I haven't seen. But it's just I ra. It says to make bare, be nude, uncovered, leave destitute. Going into what you're saying, like make basically with nothing. Discover, empty, raise, pour out, to bear, lay bare, to lay bare by emptying, empty, to pour out, to make naked, strip bare of sexual offenses, to pour out, to expose oneself, make oneself naked, pouring oneself, spreading oneself. Um, you see in the lexicon it says to make bare, uh, Assyrian nakedness as desert waste. Now the Hebrew Chaldean lexicon, it says the primary idea appears to be that of plucking hairs and sexual hints to bear, bald, devoid of plants and trees.
Oh,
Um,
that was probably what I was thinking of, where it said
mhm,
that plucking out the hair. I thought it had said something about like a blade or something, but yeah, I mean it's pretty much the same thing. You know, when you trying to pluck
mhm.
something out, you're trying to get rid of it entirely.
Yeah, erase it. Like that's where erase come from. Erase it, erase. That's what they were trying to do. The daughters of the Chaldeans, which essentially, you know, Babylon the Great, that's spoken about in Revelation 18 chapter, like the brother is gonna bring out beautifully. But they, you know, have put things in place even now to erase the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? And if you notice, even in that definition, it talked about like sexual offenses to like to take, what I'm saying, to pervert. What they doing that a huge indicator they trying to get rid of the nation Israel is the perversion of sex that we see being produced on a massive scale here in Babylon the Great. Okay, and because of that, the Most High is going to destroy this place. It's this the wickedness of this place is being discovered. That's why I say, and take the millstone, grinding mill, unlock thy locks, make bare the leg, uncover the dye, pass over the rivers. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. You see that? So it's, that's a part of being destroyed too. We just read that in the definition of raising Ara, you know, being exposed. You know what I'm saying? Your nakedness being seen. That's a part of being destroyed. Okay.
God.
But back to it. It says Isaiah 47:3, thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
Yeah, man. So that's talking about Yahushua coming back in His glory, and ultimately revealing that, like the brother, like the elder just read, thy shame shall be seen, and the Lord's going to take vengeance on this place. Go ahead.
Kind. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel.
Yeah, man. You got to think about that too, man, because the position our people are in here in the world, there's no way to get out of it without some kind of help. You know, our people are so far so through to where we, even if there's a revolt, man, Esau gonna shut that shit down real quick.
Mm-hmm.
So we need like a higher power to come and save us, man. That's why it says our Redeemer is the Lord of Hosts, is his name. The Holy One of Israel. That's the only way we're gonna be the elect of the nation of Israel are going to be saved out of this place.
That's right. Because what we like to always bring this out. Uh, Job, Job. There you go. Thank you. 9:24. We bring this out often. Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges uh thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the Most High has it to where the wicked is ruling right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Ultimately, to show his power, right? That with his power, he's able to with his power, he's going to take over this place, not us. There's nothing we physically could do, you know. So the Most High set this up this particular way for his will. Okay, so with the wickedness that we see going on, we're going to see the majesty of, you know what I'm saying, the Most High and his truth in his power, bro. When he sends back his son Yahushua.
Con, I got a quick one as well.
Con.
This is Jeremiah 50:34. It says, "Their Redeemer is strong. The Lord of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon." You know, and that land going into to the nation of Israel. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, once we're put back in that state, you know, we're gonna finally have rest. And then who's gonna be disquieted? The inhabitants of Babylon, man. This place, America, man. Because this place ultimately represents our captivity. Well, you know, because we are in captivity.
That's right. That's right. We are in captivity, man. But we only be redeemed soon by the them chariots, that, like I said, the majesty of the Most High, man. You know what I'm saying?
That was it on that one.
Real quickly, wanted to find that because I'm using the word for okay. Majesty, that word, impressive state, statelessness, stateliness, dignity, or beauty, royal power. You see that? That's why I'm using that word. We're going to see the majesty, the royal power of Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, because again, he's not going to meet Esau Edom as a man. Okay, he's coming with those chariots, man. All right. Back to it though. You want to go back to Isaiah 47?
Con, yeah.
Okay. Isaiah 47 uh verse 4. As for our Redeemer, Yahweh of hosts is his name, the Holy One of Israel. Sit thou silent, and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called uh the Lady of Kingdoms.
Con, it says, "Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness." Right, the daughter of the Chaldeans. You ain't gonna be called the Lady of Kingdoms no more. Can you get that word "lady" in the Hebrew? And then go to its like primitive, like the root word that it comes from.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one. Okay, you got it.
It's like I'm trying to get it now. And you say go to the root word?
Yeah, like you know where it says a root word etymology, and then you can go.
What's that? Gaba Yara.
Right, and then go to that primitive root word.
Then you go to that. Okay.
Or it was primitive
Gabar?
root word, and then it was root word, and then what does that one say?
I think it's Gabar.
Yeah, that's the primitive root word. Yeah.
Okay. To prevail, have strength, be strong, be powerful, be mighty, be great.
Right. Go ahead, read all of them. I think it's that last one. Yeah, the last one.
To be strong, mighty, to prevail, to make strong, strengthen, to confirm, give strength, to confirm, to show oneself mighty, to act proudly toward God. Ooh.
Yeah, that's the point right there. Because all of these are attributes that America does have. You know, being that powerhouse or that police force of the world. You know, but the point is to act proudly toward God. You know, and that's what these so-called Americans. You know, Esau, Edom. That's what he does, man. Like he mocks God here in America. He makes fun of the Bible. You know what I'm saying? He implements his own statutes that go against everything that this book, you know, stands for. That's acting proud towards the Lord, man.
That's right. Hey, that word, that second word that we clicked on, that Gabayar, it says it means to be a lord or ruler. So the Most High is going to take away that rulership that he has, man.
Oh, and that
We know
also
he.
went. Oh, Salaki, my bad.
Mm-hmm,
Oh, you know how we went? Not this last Saturday, but the Saturday before that, we went
mm-hmm,
into how our people rely on Pharaoh, which is like to rely like on a broken reed.
mm-hmm.
You know, so that's ultimately also how Esau's rulership is right now, man. It's
That's
that
right.
broken reed, man. Is you go you lean on a reed, broken reed. You're just gonna it's not it's there's no support. You know,
Right.
you
That's
got
right. That's right. Beautiful. Now the word is lady is Gabaroth, and that means basically a lady, a queen, mistress. Now what we did was we went to the root word of that one, which is Gabar Yar, and that means to be a lord ruler. Then we went to the root word of that. It's Gabar, to be basically means great. But then we went down and it says basically the act to act proudly towards the Most High, and with his rulership, with Esau Edom's rulership, this is how he basically conducted himself, man, in a very powerful way, and blasphemy against the Heavenly Father, man. You know what I'm saying? Because of that, the Most High is going to show his true power, bro. I mean, look what this man is doing even now. You know, this man splicing genes. You know, genetically modified food, for example. You know what I'm saying? Now he's basically creating meat, that impossible meat burgers and shit like that, or impossible meat, excuse me. You know,
uh,
and using genes from he'll actually take the genes from cow. I forget what the particular gene, and insert it in his meat, well, in his fake food, so it actually tastes like a real burger. Have you ever had a possum burger? The reason why is because he's taking the genes from animals and splicing it uh with uh with vegetables stuff like that, which is that's against the scriptures, man. You're not supposed to be mixing mingling seeds like that, man. You know, and we don't even know the repercussions of what this man is doing. We're gonna see it in the near future if we still here. Hopefully we're not. But that's why people are dropping dead and things that they just off of food alone, bro. This what this man is doing. But he does all these things because he thinks he can make a better system than God himself.
oh
Okay?
man, yeah. I got a quick one for you actually.
Okay.
Going into what you're talking about.
Hmm.
This is Isaiah 14, verse um, 13. It says, "For thou hast said in thy heart, I will ascend to heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mountain of congregations, the sides of the north. I
Hmm.
will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High." And then, going into what you said, man, because Esau wants to be like the Most High. He wants to, change DNA, RNA. You know what I'm saying? Put that C hip on everybody, so that way he's the one. He has that mark on him, saying like this is mine. Going over everywhere throughout the planet Earth, just trying to implement his authority. He wants to be the one to sit like the elder going into. He wants to be the one to decide what gene is what kind of what's in the food, what's in the in the water, in the air, how much you can have, and all that. Ultimately leading up to that. that new world order he's trying to set up, man. He wants to be the main one. He wants to be the god, you know.
That guy. Yep.
That was that was it on that.
Okay. We're gonna go back to Isaiah.
Gone.
Okay, back to Isaiah. Isaiah 45 and verse 5. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of the Chaldeans, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. I was wroth with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thine hand. Thou didst shew them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke.
Yeah, man, and that goes into us being in that captivity under Esau, man. So, like, it says, I was wroth with my people, right? Because he was mad, so we were under, we're under that captivity under Esau. But like it
Mhm.
says, thou showest them no mercy, man. You know, upon the ancient has thou very heavily laid the yoke. You know, so you pretty much went too far. You know, you
Yeah,
were meant, you were set up to be that whooping stick. You know, because when you have somebody in captivity, you know, at least when David had Esau in captivity, he didn't go that far, man. He wasn't doing all the wickedness, trying to screw them over all the time, and you know, he did things according to how one should, according to how one thing should be according to somebody that has somebody in captivity. But Esau, he's just doing all kinds of evil, man. You know, that's what that
yeah, he
goes
took it
into
too
when
far.
upon the ancient has verily uh, laid the yoke, man. You know, we
Mhm.
can give some examples of of what Esau did to us, buck breaking. You know what I'm saying? Like throwing us over the ships, feeding us to sharks. You know, feeding babies to crocodiles. You know, putting literal shit in our food. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much trying to slowly poison us throughout our generation, man.
That's right. Yeah, yeah, killing us slow death. Shit, redlining. Stopping the tribes from being able to get certain loans that they to start businesses. You know, discriminating against Jake. Certain jobs. You know, stereotyping the northern tribe. Shit, destabilizing various governments in South America. You know what I'm saying? Causing a massive massive forced immigration here to the U.S. You know what I'm saying? So you could get cheap labor, all types of stuff, bro. The most I've seen the perpetual hatred that you had against the nation of Israel, he's going to judge you. I got one real quick for you, huh?
God,
Ezekiel 35 and 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. Therefore, as I live, said Yahweh of hosts, I will prepare thee unto blood, and blood shall pursue thee. Sith thou hast not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee. Now, this, if you read up, this is talking about Mount Seir, which is an area in Edom. Okay, so since they had perpetual hatred for us, you know, what I'm saying racism and all that crap, then the Most High is going to show you hatred. And right now, you're in the process of being called out. This is a way in which the Most High is showing the race, showing that He's about to judge this place real quickly.
God,
Right?
that's right.
Uh, back to it.
Yeah, Khan. Yeah, and that goes back to that hatred in the during the time of Abel, man. You
Right.
know, you got it.
That's right. Um, verse 7. And thou saidest, I will be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thine heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it.
Yeah, man. So all the things that Esau has done throughout the history of his, we're here in America. We're just talking about America, but just imagine everything else that he's done throughout all his other rulerships. But even just here in America, everything that he's done throughout the planet Earth, man, he didn't think like, man, like is there gonna be consequences for this, or like, man, like no, he didn't care about that. You
Yeah,
know, he didn't, like it said right there. It says, "Did is not lay these things to thy heart, man." So you didn't even think in your mind, like, man, there could be terrible repercussions for the things I'm doing here on the planet Earth, man. Especially to the Lord's the apple of the Lord's eye, man.
right. That's right. And that's why you see even these various nations, they bucking up against, these various Edomite uh countries, man. Case in point, look what's going on in Africa, in particular with Niger and I think Gabon, if I'm saying that correctly. These various countries in Africa were colonies of France, but French still had their hand in the politics and the economy of Niger. So they're rising up against that, you know what I'm saying? And saying, look, we don't want you in our country anymore, and this is messing with France's money, man. Okay. So
Right.
war is already brewing over there. They already setting up coups and things of that nature because and it's being called out on a wide scale. That's unprecedented. A lot of situations that happen in Africa, we don't really hear about it. You know what I'm saying? But this particular one, the Most High had it to put the spill on these various people to publish it and show the wickedness of France, bro. And them occupying that place for over 50 years. Okay, so France didn't consider that. Damn, these people are gonna actually rise up against me one day. And this is what we see going on now. Okay, back to it.
Um,
Okay, uh, verse 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures that joy carelessly, that saith in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children.
See, there goes that pride. That
Yeah,
pride that we go into always with it when it comes to Esau, Edom, America. You know, he literally talking shit, saying that like I am, and there's nobody else next to me that can stop me. I'm not gonna suffer the way that these other nations will suffer, man. Because when you go into "I shall not say as a widow," or the loss of children, that means that you're not gonna bear that. You're not gonna experience that loss.
right.
Yeah, okay. America hasn't been, the land of America hasn't been really been touched like that. Not including the American Revolution, but when America was set up
Mhm.
as an actual country, this place ain't never been touched like that, you know. And
Yeah,
then it says that thou art given to pleasures and dwellest carelessly. So that's what this place is all about, man. Pleasing the flesh, not caring about what's going to happen or what's going on. Being selfish. You know.
yeah. Hey, I got a quick one for you.
God.
Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yea, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. Shall not all these take up a parable against him, and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increases that which is not his, how long? And to him that ladeth himself with thick clay. So like the Kahan, the priest is going into, um, but this man is transgressed by wine, that wine, that philosophy. You know, he's a proud man. You know what I'm saying? And it's because this place hasn't been touched yet, like the brother's going into. But we live in a time now to guess what? This place is for to get touched. Okay, these other nations are calling out America for its hypocrisy.
God, I got a quick one since you mentioned that.
Okay.
You know, because you're right. This place is going to be touched. Um, this is Jeremiah 50:10. It says, "And Chaldea shall be spoiled. All that spoil her shall be satisfied, saith the Lord." Because because these other nations are going to be, ultimately the end, the ruin of America. He's going to use those ICBMs through these other nations that Esau has allowed to gain access to. Because remember, Esau's the one, trading that information with them. Making deals, saying, "Look, we'll give you this, we'll give you that." And part of that was the ability to make those nuclear warheads, man. So it says, "Because ye were glad, because ye rejoiced, all ye destroyers of mine heritage, because you are grown fat as the heifer at grass, the bellow as bulls." So America has grown rich out of the through the backs of the so-called Negro, Latinos, Native Americans. So now it's like a big old fat cow, big old fat pig that just consuming. You know what I'm saying? So that's ultimately gonna lead to the destruction. For like it says, "Oh, ye destroyers of mine heritage." You know, it says, "Your mother shall be sore confounded; she that bare you shall be ashamed. Behold, the hindermost of the nations shall be a wilderness, a dry land, and a desert." Man, and that mother that bare thee, that's going to be ashamed, is talking about Great Britain. Because out of the British came out America.
Hmm.
So that's the mother of that's talking about right there. Everyone that because your mother shall be sore confounded; she that bare you shall be ashamed. So
Hmm.
once this place is destroyed, you're still going to have other places that are going to still be there. Still going to be there, and they're going to see that destruction here. You know,
That's right.
you got it.
Okay. Back to Isaiah 47.
God.
Okay. Isaiah 47, and I believe it's at 8. I think we finished it. I'm gonna read it just in case. Isaiah 47:8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. I will not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection, and for the multitude of thy sorceries, for the great abundance of thine enchantments.
Yeah, man. So the Lord said, okay, you know, all these things that you said that you ain't going to experience, well, they going to come. And then what did it say? It said in a moment, in one day. And
That's
I
right.
got I got a quick one just to back that up.
Okay.
It says, this is Revelation 18,
Okay.
verse 5. It says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Lord had remembered her iniquities," right? So the Lord had remembered
Mhm.
everything that talking about Babylon. What I'm saying? Because if you read up, it says in verse 2, it says, "And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the great is fallen, and become the inhabitants of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit. and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. Going
Mhm.
into how this place is just a landmass of wickedness. All kinds of devils, all kinds of evil, all kinds of just perpetual wickedness going on here, man.
That's right.
So back in verse 5, it says, "For her sins have reached unto heaven, and the Lord have remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works. In the cup which she had filled, fill her to her double, man." So everything that America, Esau, Edom, America has done, that Lady of Kingdoms, everything that she has done throughout the whole history of the world and her and his existence, he's gonna pay for that, man.
Yeah.
Especially that slavery that he put us through. Going
Yes.
into that cup, filled. It said the cup which she had filled to her double. You know, and then the point I wanted to get was, well, I'll just read it because it goes into that. It says, verse 7, how much she had glorified herself and lived deliciously,
Mm.
so much torment and sorrow give her, for she saith in her heart, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow. And that's that
The
same
same bitch.
thing. Yeah. You got something?
No, no, I'll be listening to you. I'm just
Oh, okay.
agreeing.
God, yeah, that's that same woman, that same lady that we're reading about in Isaiah 47. Because that's it says, I sit a queen and am no widow and shall see no sorrow, right? And
That's
then it
right.
says, verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord of hosts, Yahweh, Hashem Yahushua, who judgeth her. So it says that those plagues going into those ICBMs, that fire, what I'm saying, it's going to come in one day, you know, and and and, um, and that's going to come from the Lord, man. The Lord is the one that has set everything up. As a matter of fact, can I get that in Job 18 real quick?
Okay. Okay. Job 18 and
You
10.
can start. You can start at verse. Yeah. Right. Yeah, 10. Yeah, verse 10.
Okay. Uh Job 18 and 10. The snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him, uh for him in the way.
Yeah, man. So if you start from the top of this, we don't have to start from the top, but if you start from the top, it goes into the light of the wicked, and then we, like the elder brought out Job 9 and 24. We all understand who that wicked is, going into Esau, right? It says that the snare is laid up for him in the ground, man. So the Lord already had that trap set up for Esau,
Yeah.
right? Go ahead.
Terror, like verse 11, terror shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet.
Yeah, man. So in the state that he's in right now, where we here in America, we still go to work, do that, whatever. He's in a state of like we read in Isaiah 47, like, no one seeth me. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to experience the loss of children or widowhood. He's still in that mindset, right? Go ahead.
Con. His strength shall be hunger bitten, and destruction shall be ready at his side.
Yeah, man. So it's just we're just waiting on the Lord for that to happen. Because like I said, man, imagine like one day you got a woman, right, sitting on a on a fancy couch, drinking and eating, drinking wine, eating. She got everything that she can dream of, and then
Hmm.
all of a sudden, like somebody just break in and just put her to death. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going to happen to America. Thinking that you in your house chilling, nothing, ain't nobody can do nothing to you, and then bam, all of a sudden that destruction come, right? Go ahead.
Con. Uh, I read verse 12 already.
Con.
Okay. Verse 13. It shall devour the strength of his skin, even the firstborn of death shall devour his strength.
Yeah, man. So he's going to ultimately be like it says, man, devoured. It
Yeah.
says that the firstborn of death shall devour his strength. So everything that he has set up is going to be put to naught. But the main point was Oh, my bad. Can you read verse 8? Because that's the one
Okay.
I, yeah, verse 8 is the,
Okay. Verse 8. For he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare.
yeah, man. So Esau has set up that snare himself, not knowing that the Lord had put him in that trick bag to for him to do it to himself, you know? Like he had given all this, like for example, he had given all this power and all this strength to these other nations, thinking that like he the man, but he gonna use those same nations to take you down. You know that goes into those plagues that come in one day, man. Because those that fire is gonna come from these other heathen nations, man.
That's right.
That was the point on that one. You can go back to
Isaiah 47. Okay. Isaiah 47 and verse 10. For thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge it has perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
yeah, man. So Esau's pride has pretty much blinded him. Like all the things that he can make planes fly. You know what I'm saying? He can split an atom and do all these things that are pretty amazing. You know what I'm saying? But all those things that that you've done has pretty much blinded you to think that, man, I'm a god. You know
I'm
what
the
I'm
shit.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's that one word like grand delusions of grandeur or grandeur delusion or something like that? Pretty
Yeah.
much going into how
Yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Uh Grant something like that. Let me see if I can pull it.
Okay, Con. Yeah, so
Mm.
that's what Esau. Uh, he wanna always say like, how do you say it? He always wanna like name something. Like he always
Mhm.
wanna say, oh, that's because of this. Like you thinking like that because you there's so he always has like a psychology term to it, right? Not
Right.
knowing that he himself is diagnosed with. Did you find it?
I'm looking for it now. Uh Illusion of grandizor. Grandiose delusional disorder.
Yeah. What does that one say?
Um it says, oh Lord, I don't know where the hell I'm at. Let me back out of this. Okay, it's actually coming on now. It says grandiose delusional or damn what the fuck. I think I just put it in freaking
Let's see if I can find it.
I'm gonna find it now. I think I just put it in like a what you call this like a definition.
Okay, I found it right here.
You found
It's
it? Okay.
yeah, it's a grandeur or grandeur delusion. It says a delusion of grandeur or grandeur is the false belief in one's own superiority, greatness, or intelligence. So Esau has put that has that Esau is diagnosed with delusions of grandeur. Because
Mm-hmm.
that's what he thinks, man. It's like the elder Ariella had made the example. He said it's like a little kitty cat looking into a mirror, and
Yeah, I
the
just said
little
this.
kitty cat you see his reflection as a like a big ass lion, you know. So that's what Esau's
I
seeing,
got you
man.
on the
He's
screen,
seeing
bro.
yeah that
Mhm.
one yeah Khan that's it right there. Oh, a tiger, yeah.
Mhm.
So So that's what Esau's how Esau's thinking right now, man. He looking at himself, a man. He's a man looking into a mirror, and he's seeing a God, not
Yeah,
knowing that he's just a he's a man.
yeah. It said Noah Harari. If I'm saying it right, he's like, we don't need God. We can do whatever we want to do, basically. We could create our own, water. Just speaking crazy against God. And this guy's supposed to be a small headed too.
Oh shit, really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, kind of. But yeah, that was I think yeah that was the main point on Job 18. You can go back to Isaiah 47
Okay. Isaiah 47 and verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee. Thou shalt not know from whence it rises, and mischief shall fall upon thee. Thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know.
yeah.
Stand now.
Oh my bad. I was just gonna make a point, and we read that in Job 18.
Yeah.
know, that destruction is gonna be ready at thy side, right? Go ahead.
Can I get one for you real quickly?
Fine.
Nahum 3 and 4. Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mischief of witchcraft that sell nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft, behold, I am against thee, saith Yahweh of hosts, and I will discover thy skirts upon thy face, and I will shew thee the nations thy nakedness, and the kingdoms thy shame. Going into what we're talking about right now.
Um,
But back to it, it says, stand now with thy enchantments and with thy multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If
yeah.
so be,
Oh, my so like I was just gonna say, yeah, man. So the Lord is now, you know, talking shit to Esau. So okay, well, let's see if all these enchantments and all the multitude of thy sorceries, because when you read that in that verse that you read, that word goes into like a spell or a sorcerer. You know what I'm saying? So that goes into the same thing, man. So the Lord is saying, okay, Esau, if you think you can prevail at that during that day of evil, let's see if all your sorceries, enchantments, and spells and all that stuff. Let's see if that's gonna work, right? Go ahead.
Mhm, right, stand now with thy enchantments and with thy multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast labored from thy youth. If so be, thou shalt be able to profit. If so be, thou mayest prevail.
Right. Go ahead. Yep.
Yep. Thou art weary in thy multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee.
Yeah, man.
Woo.
So just think about it like that. Like you had like people in the ancient world that had their own prophets saying like, okay, you know what? Yeah, you gonna win this war, or you can do this, you can do that. It's the same thing with Esau, man. Like for example, let's say he's got these S-15s and all these different aircrafts. His scientists. He asked his scientists, hey, can you think this can stop UFO? Be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's got this many, it can go this fast. It could hold this many missiles. It could do it. You can handle this many G's on it. You know what I'm saying? It's the same thing. His prophets is telling him that yeah, if an outside force come or aliens or some bullshit like that, if they come, we can defeat them. You know.
That's right. Now all that shit gonna come to now. You know,
Come.
all your projections and all of your plans to, enslave other people is not gonna work. You know, so when all hell break loose, stand in your enchantments, the things that you believe in, man. From the top elites on down to the average Joe Blow, you know, uh, Edomite, man. Okay. Uh,
Come.
verse 14, behold, they shall be a stubble, the fire shall burn them. Thou shalt not deliver themselves. They should not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. There should no There should not be a coal to warm at, nor fire to sit before it.
Yeah, man. So everything's gonna be burnt up, like all that, like it says in Revelation 12. Going into how his angels came up against the Lord's angels. All that's gonna be, it's gonna be like a no contest.
Right.
Like that first scene from Independence Day when they was fighting the aliens and they all got dusted. That's how it's gonna be, and it's not gonna end like Independence Day. Like they come back. You know what I'm saying? No, that was it right there. That scene, that should have been the end of the movie right there.
That's right. That's right. Verse 15. Thus shall they be unto thee with whom thou hast labored, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander every one to his quarter, none shall save thee.
Yeah, none shall save thee, man. Everybody gonna go
Go.
back to where they come from. You know what I'm saying? And this place is gonna be, because like you read in that precept. I forgot which one you got, but where it says that he heaped unto him all nations.
Yeah.
Because this place is, that's where he, this is that melt. What is it called? What does it say? Melting pot.
Melting pot. Yep.
It's a melting pot of all nations. You know what I'm saying? But hey, these other nations, they have their own. They got their own places. You know what I'm saying? So uh, when this place is utterly destroyed by that fire, you know what I'm saying, they still gonna be out there doing their own thing. But like it says in Revelation 18, they're gonna see this place and they're gonna mourn because this is the main bread and butter, where they was making their money from, you know.
That's right.
But it's like the scripture say, like the elder just read, none shall save thee, But because who can be saved from the hand of the Lord? You know what I'm saying? When his target is on you, who's gonna say like don't do that or you can't touch them? The Lord's gonna do what he's gonna want, what he's gonna do.
That's right.
That was pretty much it.
Okay.
Unless you had any precepts.
No, I think the point has been made, bro.
Yep. God.
The point been made. All right. Beautiful lesson. Want to give our praises to Yahweh by Yeshim, Yahweh Shah, by Yeshim Kakadash, the bonds to the apostles and the elders very well, and peace and many salutation to you brothers out there that's told the truth. Shalom.
Shalom.